Right. Welcome to the stream. This is stream number 6, or it is stream number 3 for the AI system, right? Maybe I'll just do that instead. I'll mention the name of the number of the topic that we're doing instead of like the total stream number. So I'm gonna start forgetting. Let me double check what I got going on, and then we'll go ahead and start. Oh yeah, so I still need some time to figure out what my schedule is going to be for the Twitch streams. So I would say give me another few days to another week, because I do really need to think it through. Let me see what else I need to update about. Oh yeah, so I updated the diagram that I'm using for the AI system to match the current code, right? So I'll show you in a minute when I introduce the topic again. But if you want to access that, it's going to be called AI. What is it called? AI diagram v2, something like that. But if you open up the link in what is it called, the diagrams folder in YouTube, then you should be able to access those diagrams directly. What else? Oh yeah, last thing. So I've been adding more stuff to my descriptions in my YouTube. So basically, if you're trying to go through and like parse my YouTube videos, you can use the timestamps, and you can kind of skip to whatever section you want in the video. And also I provide the commits and also the diagrams for that video in the description. So if you want to go down there and just see exactly what I coded, you can just check there. And then you don't have to like search through my repo or anything. I think that's it for updates. I'm gonna go ahead and start up checking with the progress board and looking at what I currently gotta do. So let's go ahead and get set up. Yeah. Let's make this cat a bit smaller. Ooh. Okay, this one, my OBS. Okay, cool. Let me make sure I can see everything. Yeah, that's good. All right. So I believe last time I was working on basically the setup for adding AI message types that you can use when sending messages between AI in my system, right? And I realized in my diagram, I don't actually represent that super well, so I updated my diagram to show that. So I'm going to do another quick recap of the AI system. I'm not going to cover it fully. You can still go to the first video in this series and check it, but I'll just go over the changes and all that stuff to the chart. So let's see. So this is the new chart. I cleaned up some things, but for the most part, everything functionally is exactly where it was before, right? So the AI component didn't change, the AI state didn't change, the AI message didn't change, the AI context and this area, you know, this is new, and I did section this a bit more and add in more of the functions that I have available in the engine, but weren't reflected on here. So, but they're essentially the same. So before I think I had the AI component, but now instead I'm just providing the entity, and then at runtime the entity will resolve to a particular AI component, which will then be used, like, you know, to manage its state with the function, right? So if you want to change the current state, right, you just provide the entity and then you provide the new state, and then the rest of the logic will handle switching states, right? Let me see. But yeah, so there's a few additions over here. Basically, before I had this set to a uint64t, and I think even prior to that I had this as a string, but now I have more like formally defined it. In the previous stream, I edited the active project to go ahead and add this vector of strings for all AI message types, right? So the next thing will be like taking this vector of strings, which is defined by, you know, you as the game designer, and then hashing those strings to provide like a uint32t, right? And then those hashes are what get compared at runtime to check what type of message is being sent at any particular time, right? Yeah, and then I also just changed the name of these data structures to reflect how I have it in the code. But other than that, everything else is pretty identical. If at any point you have any questions, you can leave a comment in the YouTube, or you can come into my stream. If anyone's here in the stream right now and you have any questions, just let me know. But I covered this content in a previous YouTube video, so if you go to my link, you can go ahead and see what I'm talking about. But again, if you can ask me any questions at any point. So that's pretty much it. Let me go ahead and update my progress board, and then I'll go ahead and get started coding. So let's see. AI UI for managing AI components. So yes, I do need to do this. This is going to be a pretty involved section, and it's basically just going to be getting this data structure working, right? So in the previous videos, I've gotten this AI state working. I've gotten this AI message working. I've gotten this AI context is available. I don't need to add anything else. The UI is available for this one. This one will just be an API that we'll deal with when we're using this AI service. So yeah, really the last thing is just adding the user interface to interact with this. And also I just need to finish like one more thing dealing with this. I'll go ahead and write that in the progress board right now. So let's see, basically I need to add UI. Well, not UI, sorry. Got something, sorry. I keep doing that. I don't know why. Trying to fix that, you know. But anyways, let me think. Yeah, I need to add the AI message type to my scripting system. And yeah, this is the first thing I'm going to do today because I want to make sure that it's available in my scripting system. So basically, I'll show you in a second what I mean by adding it in, and then I'll go ahead and add it. This may take a decent amount of time, or it may be really quick. It just depends how fast I can get through it, get through my scripting system and remember what's going on with that whole system. So let's see. But yeah, I'll show you what I mean with this real quick, and then we'll go ahead and code. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything before I start. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and compile and see where we're at. Okay. So really quick, what I added last time, and then if you're looking at this, you might be like, oh, why does it look like that? Yeah, I agree. I'll deal with it in a second. Like, why is this down here? Like, I don't know. I don't like this. I want to think of a new way to deal with this, but for now it works. So whatever. But basically, per project, you can define a list of like AI message types. So if I go here, I gotta fix this so it stops doing this. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna go ahead and save this right now. So when it opens again, it'll pop up there. There we go. So basically you can define like a message type you can send between AI, right? So this is just sort of a label. And then basically when you send messages between different AI, they can recognize like maybe like a switch statement or whatever, like, oh, this is the message type I'm being sent. Okay, I'll react accordingly, right? So I don't know what's like a name, like I don't know, bacon mail. don't judge me. I don't know. But anyways, you can see that now it's available, right? I can do, you know, basic CRUD operations, create, read, update, delete, so I can change it. I can go ahead and add another one if I want to. I can delete this one, right? I already tested it in the previous stream, so I believe that's fine. So yeah, that's where we're at right now with that. So basically what I want to do is I want to add it to the scripting system, right? Add AIMessageTypes to the scripting system. So basically what I want, I'm going to open up like a test script just so I can kind of like feel out how I want the API to look. But the idea is, and let me look at the diagram real quick too. Basically you'll be able to call some of these functions in this AI service directly from the scripts, right? So like you'll be able to change like the current state, and then you provide like the entity and then like the new state you want it to associate with, right? In this case, if you want to send a message, the API is going to be, you provide the type, you provide the ID of the sender, you provide the ID of the receiver, and then you provide the delay as like a float, right? So essentially it's going to look something like this. I mean, like AI send message, right? And then the first thing you would do is you would provide like an AI message type, and then it'll be like an enum type of deal. So I'll have like similar to how I have like this to denote like a key or input, right? I'll have something like this where it's like AI message type, and then you just type in the name of the type like this, and then that'll be the message type. Then if you want to do should I provide the sender as an API, or is it assumed? No, you know, it's not assumed. It's not assumed. Yeah. So what I would do currently with the current system is I would do current, right, as like the one I'm sending from, right? And then maybe let me get rid of this. I'll do current entity dot oh no, this isn't what I want. I want to do means, and then I want to get entity. There we go. And then you can provide a tag for the entity. So like, say in my scene, if I have player one tag is player one, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get player one, right? And then I'm going to assign this to like entity new entity, I guess. That should compile, right? Yeah, compiles, yeah. So basically, this is throwing an error because it doesn't know what the hell this is, right? But you would again like provide the you provide the sender first, then you provide the receiver, then you provide like the delay. So it would be like this new entity, and then the delay would be like, I don't know, 2 seconds. And yeah, it looks something like that, right? So right now I'm not writing this AI per se. I mean this UI. Wait, did I say UI? No, this API. There we go. Yeah, this API. I'm not providing this currently. I'll do this when I'm writing the system, but I am providing this API like right now, and it needs to be its own kind of type, right? So let me see. Let me go to my workspace. Let me go ahead and get rid of these. I was doing something else. Go. I think the first thing in order to get this is I need to make sure that I provide AI message type as a like token in my compiler, in the script compiler. All right. After I make it a token in my script compiler, and if you don't know what I mean, it's basically like a token. I'll do a quick short thing. A token essentially is like an individual element from like when you break this apart, the list of tokens for this would be void, new, func, open curly brace, open parentheses, entity, current entity, etc. Right, and it just keeps going until it finishes the file, right? So basically I tokenize everything, so I pull everything into these tokens, like a list of tokens, right? And then I identify them based on what the type should be, and then I parse the tokens to turn them into like bigger structures. Like you have like a function, and then inside that function you have like I don't know, like parameters. You have a statement list, etc., right? And then inside these, if you have like individual statements, each of those can recurse to whatever they are, right? Like if you have an if statement versus a switch statement versus like a simple expression, you know, like the parser will figure that out and provide a nice like list of things. But anyways, right now the way I deal with input is I have key A, which is its own essential token, right? So I want to have a token just for AI message type, and it will provide all of these by default. And I believe whenever we read or write to here, this part of the API, it will modify the scripting's like logic for like parsing these types of things, right? But again, first thing is we need to make this type a token, and then I think the next thing is fill the AI message types with values specified in UI. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But yeah, after we do that, we have the token type, we have the actual values that each token resolves to. What next? Let me think. I might need to add like a primitive type, because in my parser I have things like uint32 keys, which is called just a uint32, right, in my language. Or you have like an entity, which in, you know, at the end of the day resolves down to a uint64t, but you know, it is its own primitive type, so I need to add an AI message type primitive. So add an AI message type primitive, and then I think the last thing is I need to make sure that once I have the type, when I'm resolving it at like when I'm compiling my language from my KG scripts down to C++, right? I need to make sure that like this, whatever value is provided gets resolved into a, how do you say, a hash string. So that way it's a uint32, and then we don't have to keep hashing the string every single time we want to like call this function. It's already hashed from the scripts, and then we just run this. We just use the integer, right? Much faster. Ooh, okay. So how do I say that in words? Just properly outputs. Let's say output hashed version of string. AI message type. Okay, I think that's pretty actionable. So let's go ahead and do this first part. Add it as a token. It'll be pretty easy. And maybe make this compile. Well, actually, I don't need to make this compile, but let me comment this out. What I need to compile is going to be this. I need that bacon mail. That's what we need, man. Alright. Yeah, and just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and paste this link in the chat if anyone pops in and they want to use, or they just want to like look at this chart, whatever. So it's public, so you can take a look if you want. Let's see. So where do I want to go? I'm gonna go ahead and go to the script service. Script service? No. I want the script tokenizer. Tokenized string. Yep. Okay. So this is basically my tokenizer. It essentially takes the text as a string of characters and turns it into a list of tokens. So let me figure out where I parse a like a key, I guess. Is that what I call it? Oh, I guess it's kind of, yeah, it's gonna not be super helpful. Keywords, not keywords. Okay, let me just search for it because I can't think of the word. Or actually, wait. Let me just look at the types. Input key literal. Yeah, that's what I want. So in this time we're gonna have AI message type as a literal, and it's fine if this is like super specific to my engine because I only intend this language to ever work in this engine. So. Let me check something real quick. Sorry. Nope, that's something. Sorry. Oh, that's what I want. Okay, sorry. Stats. Oh, it doesn't want to. What is going on? Does it want to? Oh, here we go. And then. Why is it just free floating? If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just trying to fix like an OBS thing. It doesn't want to... What is going on? This thing is broken. That's not great. OBS. Okay, whatever. It's not that important. Okay, AI message type. So I need to figure out where I parse this key literal. So inputs key literal. Okay, here we go. So... Okay, so this just checks if we have a key, right? So if like the beginning is a key. So this one, I can mostly copy and paste this. And then, ooh, let's see, instead of key, we're going to do AI message type. Oh, and then before I forget, because I'm probably going to forget, I probably have utility functions. I'm going to make sure they still work. Oh, actually, this would be, yeah, message type literal. Primitive types. Do I really not resolve these into like a name? Script token type. No, I do. You know what I'm talking about. AI message type literal. Message type literal. Here we go. All right, let's head back. So now we have that defined as a type. Let's go ahead and parse it as a token. So the first thing we look for is the actual namespace resolution. Then we look for the resolver. So that's always the same. When we input it, we want it to be an AI type. Let's see, clear buffer, this looks fine. Fill remainder buffer. So we clear the current buffer and then fill it with the new data. And then if utility string to code is equal to key none, clear buffer continue. Okay, so this is like if it's an invalid value. Okay, so that's interesting. So in this case, we are like, this one is basically just checking if the key code is valid, right? And this is based off of like a definition of key codes that is like static in my engine, right? So my cube codes are like always defined as this, right? All these things, which I just yoinked from GLFW. But in this case, right, we're actually using a dynamic type, or we're using a type of data that needs to be loaded in with the language definition. So I'm going to need to add in some extra information. Let me think. I don't know if I should add that as... Yeah, I might need a minute to think. Okay, yeah. You know what? It's going in the language definition. Sure. So let's go take a look at the language def. So we have keywords, primitive types, namespace descriptions, function types, init list types. No, yeah, I'm still kind of going back and forth whether I should put it right here, because this seems very specific to just like general language definitions, but this is my compiler. It's fine. It can be more specific. So I'm going to do std vector of std strings. And this is going to be all AI message types. And this is what we're going to go ahead and check against. And then when we want to well, we need to fill this buffer. So the only time language definition gets filled is when we call it from the service. So when we go to, actually no, let's do script compiler service. This is the main interaction with the compiler. And I'm going to look down for wherever I fill the buffer. Here, create KG language definition. So this fills all the information for my language definition. And then do I put it up top? Yeah, I'll put it up top. I'm gonna go ahead and make a new. Does it need to be its own function? And I'm not even gonna bother, honestly. I'm just gonna say s active language definition dot AI message types is equal to, and then here we're gonna go ahead and assert that we do have an active project. So we go to project service gets active. And then we're just going to assert that we do have an active project, right? If we don't, then that's something I need to deal with, right? So now that we know that there is an active project service gets AI message, yeah, get all AI message types. There we go. And then this should just return a vector of strings, and then this will make a full copy of it. That's fine because it's just like a one-time thing. And then I'll make a comment saying load in AI message types from the current project. And then define KG script. I want to say primitives, but I already have these named primitives. Just leave it alone then, it's fine. Okay, so now our language definition has all of these AI types. So let me go ahead and make sure this compiles, and I'm going to think of what next to do. Let me go back. I'm running it so I can show you, like, Actually, no, never mind. I'm just gonna keep going. Sorry, I got into like a, or my bad. I got into a tangent. Let me really focus. Okay, let me finish this. Let me finish this really quick. So we fill the buffer, and now we need to ensure the provided value is valid, right? And here we're checking whether it's type like a keyboard key is valid, right? But here we want to check if the AI message type is valid. Okay, so here, so we're grabbing. Oh, did I not save it? I should make sure that works. Actually, I don't think I saved it earlier. So let me make sure I send bacon. All right, and let me make sure I saved it this time. And actually, let me open up this file explorer and go check the main project file. All right, cool. Yeah, so we have send bacon in here, so it's working. So it should be deserializing as far as I can tell. If I close this and open it up again, hopefully it should be appearing. If it's not appearing, maybe I'm not filling the buffer. Or how do I say? Yeah, let me take a look. Oh no, I am filling the buffer. Okay, never mind. I thought I was messing up something, but no, it's fine. But yeah, so basically, I need to make sure that this is a valid type. If it's not, it should throw an error, right? So is valid. It's a vector of strings, huh? If I'm doing this at runtime, maybe I should not make it a... Maybe I shouldn't make it a vector. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's... I mean, it's not going to be the worst thing ever, but... still, like, because if I make it a vector, then it has to do a bunch of string operations to check through all of the, how do you say? All of the elements in the vector. It has to check every single one up until it finds it, or if it doesn't find it, then it just throws an error, right? So there's a lot of string operations. I don't want to do that. So instead, maybe I'll just store it as an unordered map, and then it should be a lot faster. I just hash the string once and then find it in the hash table. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me go back to my language def. So instead of a vector, we're going to do st unordered map. No, unordered sets, because we don't need a map, a key to a value. We just need to, like, it is the key, so fine. So yeah, we can use a set. Let me make sure this is a header file, so I might need to define set. Yeah, unordered text. There we go. Yeah, okay. And then now this is going to make crypt compiler invalid, because when we try to load it in, it's going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to load in a vector straight into a set? Yeah, so instead, we're going to do a for loop, and then we're going to do it for this one. I don't need the iterations or anything, so I can just do a for each. Auto reference. No, I can do a SG string. Maybe be more. It can be constant. I don't need to modify it. Message type. And then for each one, we're just going to do this. And we just want to fill this data. So dot insert Is my chatty working? Let me see. Oh, okay, it is working. Sorry. I just want to make sure this is one. I gotta stop saying sorry. Just a habit, I guess, at this point. Okay, there we go. I should turn that into a drinking game at some point. I think that'll make me stop. Every time I say sorry, I gotta take a shot. I'm not gonna get any coding done then. All AI message types. Okay, I think that should work. All right, so this should fill the buffer. Let me head back to what I was doing, which was the script tokenizer. Yep, that's what I want. Let's head back down to where I was at. Here we go. So again, we want to make sure this is valid. So we're gonna, what do you want to do? We want to get the active language definition. So we're going to do script compiler service in a different namespace or in a different class. Do you have getters for this? Get suggestions. No, we don't have getters. So it looks like I just get the active. They're going to be public, and then all message types. Contains, and then we provide the buffer. So text buffer. There we go. So if it does not contain this value, right? Because we've already ensured that it is this type because we've done this and the namespace resolution. So whatever's in here should be this. So in that case, we're gonna go ahead and I mean, I would think we would throw an error, but I suppose currently the way I handle it is I just let it pass through. But either way, it'll get caught in the parser, so should be fine. But I guess my default way I handle this is I just let it pass and then I just don't put it into the tokenizer, or I don't pass it on to the next stage in the compiler. Okay, that's fine. So I believe now we should be able to provide these as literals. But the only thing is this does not have a type. So I'm not sure if it will still compile or if it will throw an error right now. You know what, I do need to add like an error out system for the tokenizer because I only have it for the parser, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So ensure provided value is valid. Well, let me try it. Let me take a look at my my little to-do list. So AI message type token in into script compiler. Let's say as a literal. This is what I meant. Fill the AI message type with value specified in UI. I believe that's fine because I'm already doing a check to see whether it is a valid type. So I'm gonna give this one smiley face because it's kind of done, but I might have to do some more resolution later on it. I believe it shouldn't throw an error though, because it should get recognized as a literal, and If it doesn't recognize the type, I believe it just defaults to a none type, which doesn't throw an error. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's good. Key. All right. Well, that's another thing I should remind myself about. I want to go ahead and highlight this. Add syntax highlighting for AI message types. That actually should be pretty easy. Actually, yeah. Well, it's not throwing an error anymore, so that's a good sign. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is actually add that syntax highlighting, because it's nice to have it. And then where I do that, I believe I do it in the text editor. Which now that I say that, it does sound like it really shouldn't be in here. This thing is kind of a mess nowadays anyways. I didn't write this. This is someone else's. And I've just been editing it, and at some point I do need to like fix how I'm dealing with this. But anyways, I think I have a language. Language in the text editor. Current document. Maybe it's create. No. Load maybe? I'm looking for the function where I define the language. You know, it must be set language definition. Somewhere around here. This processes it. It's a big file now. Jeez. Well, maybe I called it KG script. Oh yeah, here it is. This is how I define the language. And I believe I have a section just for dealing with literals. So namespace, primitive types, namespace, function definitions, primitive types, keywords. This creates the language definition if it's not already available. Like a lazy loading thing, which I don't quite love either. But it works. I'm just looking for the section where I colorize the actual text, like where I like parse it and then send it back. C++, tokenize. And this is all a bunch of their functions. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, I wrote it directly in here. Oh, that's kind of silly, but I guess it works for now. Yeah, here it is. Input key literal. So, do I want the palette to be a number? Let's see. I guess for now, number's fine. Okay, so I believe now this should colorize it. So I believe we're good there. Let me just put one just in case it doesn't work. Is this being... Hold on. Hold on. So the first thing is this one, yeah. This is that literal. Am I filling the actual... Wait. Script tokenizer. Go down to where we do this. Let me see if I'm actually reaching this, like whenever I do this. So it's recompiling, that's why. No, let's just rerun it. Okay, we do have bacon, so that's cool. If I go to, let's see, test. Okay, so what happens? Oh, it does not contain text buffer. So what's in here? Bacon mail. Oh, it's because it's not. Okay. No, I think I get it. It's because it's called send bacon. Send bacon. Send bacon. Hey, what's going on? So if I do this, it's still really? Wait, what? 0. Okay, well that's interesting. 0. Why is it 0? Is this not being called or something? All AI message types. Does in... No, yeah, there should be an active language definition, right? And then all AI... Yeah. Hold on. So what's wrong then? Let me go over here. Let me go back to where I... Back to where I do this, yeah. For each one, I do s active language definition dot all dot insert message type. Right. Let's see when this is called. Let's see what's going on. Yes, sir. Yep. Send bacon. Okay. Oh yeah, so it has it in there. Right. So if it's in there, And then it validates at the end of that one, and then let's see if we call this anywhere else. And then if we go to here, what? Wait, hold on. What is going on? Script tokenizer. Yeah, I'm a bit confused right now with AI message type. And then when we get to this buffer, for some reason, the current language definitions, all AI message types is empty. What is going on there? It's an unordered set of strings, which should work. Let me see. Something's invalidating, like, the data prior to starting. Maybe it's because when I start compiling, let me see. When I do this, maybe somewhere right here, I do, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's stupid. Okay, yeah, like I was guessing it was that, but I was like, please tell me I wasn't that silly to like do that. But I guess so. Okay. Well, at least that was easy. So let me fix it, and then this time it should actually work. And if you don't get what's happening, like I clear it here, and then for some reason, like I fill the data here, and then like when I open this, it clears it. Like bro, what was that? I don't know, man. Okay. Okay, this time is it? Yes. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so it recognizes it, but now it's like, what the hell is this thing? Yeah. But I thought my system handled that, but I guess not. Expecting a closing curly brace to terminate function body. Oh, interesting. So it's treating it as a function for some reason. Oh wait, no, I know why it's treating it like a function, because I automatically treat namespace resolutions if they pass if they don't register as a token, then it immediately uses this template as like a function definition. So that's why it's like not understanding what's going on. So yeah, I just need to resolve this properly. So let me see in the parser where I deal with this. So token parser, there it is. And I'm just going to take a look and see where I deal with the input key. Or maybe not. Right, and go to script comment. And then let's go to what am I thinking of? Oh no, let's just go to the top. Or does home not take me up top? Oh. Okay, well. This is what I want. So I'm trying to see if I handle this anywhere in the script compiler. Or the script parser, my bad. Looks like I don't actually. It's interesting. So since I don't explicitly handle it in the parser, that means I probably just use my language definition to handle my scripting thing. So let me see. If anyone's confused about like my like scripting system, essentially I have like script. What is it? I have like my scripting script language definition, right? And then this is like an object that's defined once, right? So I'll have one called like m definition, right? So I think I have a name something different. And then when the compiler runs, it runs through the tokenizer, which turns the string of text into a bunch of tokens. Then I run it through the parser, which turns the string of tokens into like an abstract syntax tree, which is like all the kind of logic kind of baked in without the language syntax getting in the way. And then after that, I do my script output, which is essentially just turns it into the AST turns into a C++, and then from there the whatever compiler I choose to use for C++ takes over, right? So the language definition is defined first and has all of the information about like things like keywords. What are the other ones? Keywords, primitive types, so like integers and strings and whatnot. Keywords is like an if and C, or like an else, or a switch, you know, the actual word itself. Void, that's a keyword too. I mean, yeah, different context. And then, you know, other just like language specific information is all kind of wrapped up in into this data member. And then I can edit this and then change like what's available for it. And then during this process, this language definition is used throughout. So yeah, if you were confused about like how this whole thing works, that's essentially what this is, right? Let me think where I was at. Okay, so yeah, I want to go look at the language definition. So let's go look at script compiler service where I define it, and again I define the keywords, init types. So in this case, I want to look at a new primitive type, and I believe I actually have one for like an inputs key. Oh, and you know what? This is good. This is good. I should add it here. Need to add it as a thing. So script token type AI message type literal. There we go. Make sure I don't forget anything else. Is comparison, is boolean, yep, is unary operator, is literal or identifier, just does that. And then here, okay, so we're good. So again, I need to add this as a type. So this is all the logic for adding an entity, which admittedly needs to be refactored now that I'm staring at this wall of text, but I still don't think it's like the worst thing to look at, because at the end of the day, it's still just defining things like member by member. Not the most efficient thing to do ever, but like it keeps me sane. So vector 3, float, vector 4. Is there really no type for like an input key? No way. There definitely is. Oh, I skipped it. It's called key code. Right. So no. Oh. Yeah, no. We're gonna do. I guess I have them. What did I call this? I guess AI message. AI message type. I believe at some point I'm probably going to drop the AI part of this and just put message type and put it into its own system. But until that day, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. But yeah, just having like a proper messaging system in general is a good idea, I think. But yeah, it's probably not tied to AI specifically. Let me think. Type that enumerates the, what does it enumerate? A type that enumerates the something. Type that enumerates the different messages that can be sent between entities directly. There we go. Yeah. And then it's emitted declaration. Oh, okay. So it's emitted as a decode and then thing, right? Which is handled there. But in my case, I actually want to handle this differently. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. I'm just gonna do this for now. I'm actually gonna handle this in a custom way when I check with it in the output generator. I'm gonna have like a specific way I handle it. But AICon inputs. Right, do I have like a got mail type of icon? That'd be nice. Let's see what I can put for now. Directory display. I could put an arrow, I guess. I mean, it's kind of mail-like, right? Tag scene play number font down deletes. Yeah, I guess I'll just put right for now since it's kind of like mail-ish adjacent, maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. Am I not clearing it every single time? Why am I not clearing it? I guess it's unnecessary. That's fine. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure I change this or else this is not gonna work. Message type literal. Right. Okay, so now this is a type, right? This should be a type. So now when I compile it, it shouldn't throw an error, hopefully. Hopefully, maybe, please. Damn, this chair is loud. Hold on. Let me grab my other chair. I'm gonna be right back. Like a minute. Like a minute. Yeah. All right. This chair should be a bit. I say that and it just pops down, but whatever. A bit less noisy, I think. Let's see. All right, time to pray. Time to pray that it compiles. Come on. Interesting that the icon is just that. Oh, it's because it's a data type. That's why. Yeah, for that. AI message type. Okay, well, it's not throwing an error. So let me do something. AI message type. New message type. Yeah, I don't love this little AI prefix. Yeah, I might just get rid of the AI and just put message type. That might be easier to deal with, because I mean that's essentially what it is. It's just a basic message type. Yeah, I might fix that off stream though. Actually, I'm gonna put a note for myself to fix that later. That's a pretty easy fix. I don't think it's worth it to change it right now. AI name. Okay. Yeah, because I hate this. I don't know, the way this is concatenated together is just, I don't know, something like that. But it works, so that's the main thing. Yeah, and then this way, this can just be like message type, and then this can be message type. Yeah, I look like that better. Okay, so that's fine. That compiles now, that works. Nice. Stick. So we'll go ahead and say that is good. Fix all with build. Okay, yeah. So this one is not done yet. So, but this should be pretty easy to deal with. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the script output. Script. This one. No sorry. Script output generator. There we go. Yes, Cerritos. Generates expression. I think it's expression. So if it's a token, they say if it's a key literal, then we output it like that. But if we do else if, let's do a little else if chain. Didn't hurt anyone, right? Everyone hates these like else if things, but if they're used correctly, it's fine. Do I know how to use them correctly? That's a good question. Anyways, so we want to do a little bit of processing here. So, or do we need to? We just need to hash the string, right? So basically, when we output this has a value, right? And this value is the same as the hash, the end of the day hash value that's going to be sent over, right? So yeah, what I want actually is to include, it's going to be from one of my APIs. So hash include Cargano. Oh no, wait, is it just is it Cargano API? No. It's API. Which one is it? Oh, also, by the way, this is kind of how I structure my like engine source code in general. So I have like API for like kind of like direct connections from like dependencies like into the engine, right? So I can write a bunch of like kind of like either code that is specific to that dependency, and then when I include it into like my actual engine, which is the Cardano namespace, right? It's very clear that like, oh, this is from an API, right? So I don't have a bunch of like mixed files in everywhere, and I dealt with that before. It was a mess. So I like this a lot better. Anyways, I think I feel like a hashing thing. Well, maybe I put it in cryptography. Yeah, there we go. Oh wait, no. Actually, I don't have to include the API. I just remembered. Because I actually exposed this one directly into my utility folder in file system. There we go. File sits. Nope. There we go. And if we go here, we're gonna look for hash, or maybe I think CRC. Yeah, CRC. So CRC from strings, so this generates a hash based on a string. And, oh, actually, I don't need the buffer size here. Now that I think about it, I just need the string. So if I go here, I can get rid of this buffer size. This is never used anyways. And then, yeah, it just uses the input string.size, the input string.data. And basically it just calculates like an integer hash, like a 32-bit wide integer hash of the string. So since we have that now, and output, it's not going to use any of this. It's going to take in this, which is a string. And then we're going to do file system. Or utility. Utility, file system. And then we're going to do calculate, CRC from string. There we go. Maybe I shouldn't use a CRC. Think about it. Well, anyways, this should generate the hash for the string. So now when we look at the C++ output from my scripting system and we see an AI message type, it should not output the actual text of like the message type's name. It should output a hashed version as an integer, a 32-bit wide integer. So let's go make sure that actually happens. And again, that way we don't have to hash the string every single time at runtime, and that just wastes a whole bunch of CPU cycles. And also you have to do a bunch of like string comparisons at runtime, which is ridiculous. Let me look at my progress board and see what else I gotta do for this section. So I added the message type into the compiler as a literal, sure. I filled the AI message type with specified value in the UI. Am I doing that? Fill the AI message type, specified value in the what was it talking about here? Okay, I don't know. Well, I'm sure I did it, yeah. Add syntax highlighting for AM at API. I just did that, and then I added it as a primitive, so it is a primitive type in the compiler now. And then output the hash version. We're gonna check if that works right now. And then I think that should be it for this type. Adding this message type thing deal to this groups. So I'm gonna let it compile for a bit. When it compiles. All right, let's check it out. So first thing is, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this if I was doing that. All right, so let me check my test script really quick. So look, this is still compiling. Again, I still hate the way this looks. I'll deal with this little AI thing later. But I believe when I do compile this, what it should look like is this should change into this, which actually, yeah, it should not be a thing. Well, okay, well, whatever. The main thing I'm checking right now is that this turns into a number. So let me check that. So, but that's actually a good point. I should make sure that you can't assign it. Yeah, let me write that down as something I can do separately. Wait, because it does not make sense. Well, unless... Actually, wait. You know what? Hold on. That actually... I could just do this, because at the end of the day, it is just going to be a uint32_t, right? So, sorry, I'm going a little off topic real quick, but I want to fix this now since I have the idea. But basically, the issue I'm having is that, like, in my C++, I don't have this type, right? It's gonna end up like looking like this in a second. Or actually, let me just show you what I mean. So I'm gonna compile this file. It's just gonna compile straight into like text. So I'm gonna go to the testing window. This is like a little debug thing. And then if I open it up, you can see that, cool, this turns into an integer, which should be unique per string, right? And then this bit turns into, like, this is still the identifier. And this is a thing. But the thing is, this isn't a thing in C++. Like, all of this stuff is valid C++ for sure. Like uint64_t. But the emitted type for this should not be this. This is not a thing in C++ for me. So I need to have this actually be like a this, but 32. And then C++ will be like, oh, I know what you're talking about. And I might have clicked in here, so it's paused. There we go. So where do I fix that? I think it's in my language definition. Script compiler for this. I think it's in the primitive types. And then if I go to AIMessageType, there it is. So when we emit it, we want it to emit as a uint32_t. And then C++ will be like, oh, I know what you're talking about. And also, yeah, do I want to switch this to just message type? Yeah, I'm gonna change it off stream. I'll definitely change it off stream. But yeah, let me make sure this works, and then after this, I already checked that the hashed version of the integer is created, so tons of chins. So yeah, I think definitely off stream. I'm gonna deal with that later. It's gonna take a little bit, and it's kind of boring. I mean, it doesn't really change anything that we just did. It's just renaming things. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this back up. This is still the same thing. Let's go ahead and compile it again and see how it ends up looking. There we go. Yeah. So now it's a uint32_t, which is a 32-bit unsigned integer. Still the same identifier. And then that way I can actually like assign this like different things too, which is cool. So like if I wanted to use it inside of this function, I could assign it to like this variable and then like just put the identifier straight here and it should just work. So yeah, I think we have successfully added it to the scripting system. I don't see any issues here. So yeah, cool. Yeah, that's where we're good. Awesome. This thing keeps getting stuck as I do that. So let me go over to here. We're good. So I'm gonna check on my progress board. All right, so that's done. Okay, so now we need to add UI for managing the AI components in the entities. So again, if we look at the diagram, right, right now, basically what I've been doing for these past like two and a half streams so far is just setting up the data for the system. So again, all of this data is available in the engine. I have the UI for editing these. I have the UI for editing these. I do not have the UI for editing this. So this is the last thing that needs to be modified. This doesn't need a UI. This is just like part of the engine, so it'll be fine by itself. So yeah, like I think once I finish this, we'll be done with all the data. I already have the function stubs and all the pseudocode ready for this one. So once we finish this, we're just going to jump straight into like getting this whole thing hooked up and working, and then just smoothing out all the bugs. And then after that, we'll have a little AI system. We can try it out. We can try it out in our game. All right. I want to go ahead and push my code really quick, since this is like, I think it's a good part to go ahead and stop and push. So just go ahead and give me a sec. Let's see. If I edited anything else significant. I believe I also modified the file system a bit, so I added this CRC thing. I did this before stream, but it's not too bad. It's just I use a library for doing hashes at runtime, so. And then this is just my interface with interacting with the hash library. So let's see. Add a hash. Add creating interface. Bring in, what is it? Where are we? File system. CP, H. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Finish adding AI message. Oh, wait, no. Add AI message type to scripting. Let's go ahead and commit that. Gonna make a note that I have to do that later, and then. Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself. Sorry. Just thinking to myself. There we go. Okay. Alright, I think we're good at this point. So last thing really is to just add the AI component to the UI. It's gonna be a bit of a process, but it's just one component. Should be fine. So basically the AI component contains a list of states. And I don't believe you really should be able to edit the previous state of an AI component. Let me go ahead and pull it up in the draw.io. So again, the AI component essentially is just a component that an entity can contain. And then the AI component contains a string, so you can change like its internal name for debugging purposes and whatnot. And it's just a list of like AI states, which is an asset that you create in the editor, right? And it contains a list of scripts, and you can already make one of these like whenever you want. So pretty much all this needs to contain is just like refs and handles to these AI states. And then we don't even need to, like, internally this already contains this previous state, but we don't need to like modify this in the editor. We can, well, maybe I should show it. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should show it or not. I think for now I'm not going to, and then if I have to, I'll go ahead and add it. But really, the only two things you should be interacting with is adding a global state and adding a current state. And the previous state is just something that gets like loaded in and out at runtime based on this and based on the needs of the game, right? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add the UI for this. So let's go ahead and start. Before I do that, I'm gonna take probably like a 5-minute break. I'm gonna walk around and just let my eyes kind of rest for a second. So yeah, I'll probably take like 5 minutes. All right, I'll be back. Ooh, okay. I'm back. Yo, what's up, Big Bad Wolf? How's it going, man? You said a real? Alright, I'm gonna get... Sorry, oh yeah, by the way, if I'm talking a lot, it's because I'm posting this on YouTube, so I try to keep talking in general, so So hopefully you don't think I'm crazy. But yeah, right now I'm working on how do I say, my AI system. Let me try to remember where I left off when I left. Where's my progress board? Ooh. Add AI, add UI for, where did I put AI UI? What is that? Can I just, no. Okay, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm adding UI for managing AI components right now. So right now I have sort of a diagram of like my current system. And basically it's like a background system for working with AI in the engine that I'm writing. And it's essentially just like one big state machine that's handled in the what is it called? That's handled in the engine, right? And then this is all the data that is connected to the AI service. Oh yeah, I appreciate it, man. What is it? So this is the actual like internal system. These are all the functions that are worked with, and then these are all the data. So right now I'm just getting all the data working first and getting it all set up. And then once that's done, I'm gonna like finish up adding this, and then once the system's added, I'm gonna test it out in a game. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now with this. Back. So yeah, let me go ahead and take a look at this right now. Basically the AI component is just a list of like global states. So you have like a current state and a current state and a global state, and then a previous state, right? The previous state just allows you to like blip back to like the current, from the current state, you know, like you can save the current state into the previous state and then blip back into it, right, at some point. And the global state is just a state that's held by the AI, like generally speaking, right? The name's just for debugging. So let me go ahead and open up the editor. I'm gonna go ahead and see how I want to add that right now. All right, so basically what I'm saying with the components is I have an ECS and a scene graph for my engine, and then we have a bunch of different like components that are attached to each entity, and I want to add an AI component, right? So that's pretty much it. So let me make a checklist for this actually. So this is what I just added. How do I say? Let's make the actual, oh no, ensure component fully exists. Make sure the component serializes / deserializes along with the scene. And then once I'm able to actually save it and load it from the scene, I should be able to try to visualize it in the scene graph. So visualize in scene graph, which probably will get split up into different tasks I need to do, but I'll just go with that for now. So sure component exists. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, and also, if you have any questions, let me know, but I have a video explaining this like on my YouTube, like 2 videos ago, and it kind of like goes over the whole system. So let me see. So let me check at the engine components. So I think I already have like an AI. I think I called it AI state component, which is actually more descriptive. Yeah, and all the data is already here, so we're good. We have the name for debugging. We have the current states, previous states, and then the global states. Maybe I can put this. It's fine. Whatever. Should I save the previous states? I would imagine a case in the game where like maybe you save the game and you did have the previous state and you want to know that, then yeah, you might want to save it. So yeah, definitely go and keep it, and it definitely would stay in here too. So yeah, this is good. We are Gucci with that. Now we want to save it inside of the actual scene graph. So the place where I save everything and deal with the assets is in my big asset manager or whatever. It's got a bunch of different stuff, and then specifically I want to save stuff in the scene. So let's go look at the scene manager. And I'll look at the header file really quick. So we have serialized asset, and here is the actual serialization code. So let me go ahead and find serialized entity. And then here we serialize the entity along with all of its individual components. So it just checks. Why am I making my own engine? It's fun. I mean, I don't know. I've worked with other like game engines and whatnot, and I don't know. I did a CS degree, and then during that degree I did like a graphics course, and I just kind of fell in love with like writing tooling and just like putting things together myself, right? So, and I tried to like make a game using Unreal. I have done like game design courses and whatnot, but it's just way more fun doing it all yourself. Like, to me, you know, most people are like fucking psycho, but I don't really care. Yeah, you know what I mean. So sure, let's see. So entity dots has, let me just copy this one. I'm not doing that. So ECS.AI state components. There we go. We need to go ahead and name it same thing. And let's go ahead and serialize all these individual data members. So let me go back here. Really, all I need to do is just save the name and then save the handles. I don't need to save the references because, I mean, they're going to be invalidated next time I open up the engine anyways. So let's go ahead and copy and paste this real quick. Actually, I'll put this at the bottom so it doesn't break on the code. That's the map. So we do not want to get. We want to get the AI state component. And also, I hate these autos. I need to stop doing this. ECS AI state. There we go. Some of this code I originally used the Cherno's game engine. I don't know if you know him or whatever, but I originally used his as like the template for starting off like the structure of my engine. So some of the code is kind of like holdovers from that. Let me see. AI. Oh, I guess that works, yeah. With name AI states. Well, I appreciate you coming by and checking out the engine, or seeing what I'm doing. It's usually pretty quiet over here, so. Let's see. On. Oh no, I'm not doing current state. Okay, we won't provide the handle, and then it doesn't know how to deal with that. It doesn't know what type that is, so let me see how I. Oh yeah, here we go. Typecast it into here. So current state, and then we're going to do previous state and global state. So previous state, and we want global state. I suppose previous state, like I said earlier. I guess I'll keep it, yeah. Did I swap that? Oh no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, regardless, still appreciate it. So. Let's see. Okay, I think that's good. So now we should be able to serialize it. And let's see. This music, man. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Serialize. So I should be able to write the deserialization code and serialization code without any issues because it checks here, right? So it should be good. The issue I'm thinking of right now is if I write the serialization code, if I write both of them at the same time, potentially if I try and open the program and I try to like just open it and deserialize, it's going to immediately think, oh, there's supposed to be something here, and I open it and there's nothing there, so it crashes, right? So I got to make sure I'm careful with that. But in this case, I think it checks each component each time to see if it exists first, so I think I can just write the code directly. Let me go find this and copy and paste it. No. Deserialize assets. Yeah, okay, so let's do something like this. And I like this so much better. Holy crap. Autos were killing me. So let's do this. Let me check if this is an active node. So AI states components. Waterman. I'm gonna BRB real quick. I just sneak in some water. My voice is getting messed up. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, deserialization code, right? Okay. So we don't want this as AI states. What do I name this? AI states node. Call it that. And then if this exists, then we want to get this as the appropriate type. AI state components. AI states components. We add the component, yep, because it's not like a predefined one, and then let's see. Okay, then we want AI state node. I don't think I do that anywhere else. Yeah. This one's gonna be component dots current state handle is equal to this, and then they get the script there. So in this case, we want to. They only had one function, but wait, I think I had a way of handling this earlier. Let me see. So we get the handle, which uniquely identifies this particular script, and then we use that handle to query the asset manager or asset service in my case, and then yeah, just check if it exists. If it doesn't exist, it makes it exist. It does asset manager things, right? Let's see. So what do I want to do? Pull this current state. So I just want to make sure this is how I want to handle this. Do I want to do an if statement and check if it exists, and then no, because it being in the null state, as in like having an empty handle, is still a valid state. So I don't want to throw an error if it's in a null state. So I think that is fine. Yeah. So it'll assign the script if it exists, and if not, it'll just return a null pointer from the asset service, and then you're golden. I think the only case that I might want to check or maybe assert for is if I do have like a valid handle, but is not equal. Wait. I want to check if the handle is valid and it doesn't get a script from the script manager. That means something went wrong. That's the only case where I think like an assert is. But then again, if I assert, that's going to crash the program. That's more like a me responsibility. In this case, I would think maybe the designer could mess something up and then just like move one of the files, and then you wouldn't want the program to just crash in that case. Maybe just throw a warning. Yeah. Yeah, just throw a warning in that case. I'm not gonna do an assert. So let me just check if component dot current state handle is not equal to assets empty handle, right? So it's not invalid, or yeah, I guess that's a double negative, right? So is not invalid. So if the handle is valid, right, and if the returned script is invalid and then we get not script, it's going to be the AI state. Let me move this down, and let me go ahead and actually grab this real quick. Let me do component dot current state reference, and then we're going to go ahead and actually make this. So go here, and this time we're going to go ahead and get AI states, and then we do component dot current state handle, and this is going to be the if statement. So if the component current state reference, so yeah, okay, that should be fine. I didn't put a semicolon, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's fine. Then we want to do a KG warn that valid handle was found, however, could not retrieve a valid reference to indicated assets. And I might want to provide some information. I'm lazy right now, honestly. Yeah, just provide the warning, and then I'll just know like, oh, something's up, and I can just go ahead and go into the look into the code and just see what's wrong. Well, I think that's fine. So I pretty much did everything I needed to. I parsed the AI state node. I know what it is. All the types look correct. We grab the handle out of, we deserialize the handle, and we use that handle to get the reference. And then if the handle is valid, but the state reference is invalid. Wait. If the handle is valid and the state reference is invalid, that means we have an error state. Or not an error state, but like a, hey, like, what the hell did you do? Right. So I can just copy and paste this a few times and it should be good. So now we want to do this for, I'm going to put a comment here, deserialize current state. And this one's going to be deserialize global state. And then this one's going to be deserialize previous state. Let's go ahead and paste that. And I believe I named it just, yeah, turn current into previous. And then turn currents. But that is, okay, well, you know what, just make it, I don't know why I keep switching those. Previous. It'll end up being a bug later. So current into global now. I need to make sure I didn't throw in any silly bugs. So AI states. Oh, we don't need to keep getting this over and over again, right? Okay, handle. So previous. I'll say for previous AI state. Be more specific there at least. AI states. To global AI state. There we go. I think that's good. Yeah, I don't see any issues. So global state, this is all garbage. So now I should be able to deserialize and serialize AI states. Should be. I'll test that when I start adding the scene graph. So yeah, I should probably break this up into a few bits, right? So the first thing to do is add and remove component from entity. That's probably the first thing. Then I should be able to edit it, right? So we'll check on serialization. And then add editing component. And I think once that's done, I should be good, I think. So the scene graph exists inside of the editor, it's its own project, opposed from the engine. So we're going to start with this. So let's see. I believe that's the scene editor panel. Okay, and I have initialization code for all these, so first thing I should do is check the scene hierarchy though. Lancer needs to catch up, doesn't it? Let's see if I edit it. Let her wake up. There we go. Okay, so double click, left click. Yep, that's fine. So these are non-specific. So here, somewhere here. I'm gonna go ahead and add it right here. Since this is a engine component, we'll do brain work. AI states. There we go. AI state components. And then its label can be AI states. Wake up. There you go. Did I add it to the enum type? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Function. Oh, that's a good question, actually. Which one should I use? Guess I'll just use a pre-existing one. That'll be a bit easier. So, what looks like an AI state? Audio, display, grid. I should probably just have a new one for it, but AI state. Grid. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that later. Grid. Does that look right? I'm thinking of that grid and how... Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. Whatever. No, I should deal with it. Okay, let me go look for a icon for it, I guess. I'll look over here. That's kind of a cool icon. It's kind of a bit complicated though. Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm just looking at different ones and see which one looks good. I guess I'll go with this one. This one's the simplest. Yeah. So we'll do a PNG. Go ahead and get the accreditation for it. Or the I don't know, I forget the word. Technology, sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and yoink this. You've been yoinked. Let's go ahead and put this in the editor, resources, icons, and does it belong in the scene editor? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, okay. Let's put it here. So it's AI. Yeah, the size looks fine. I think they about the same, so I'll just skip these all look lights. There we go. Cool. So now I just need to name it. So we have just ai.png. Sure. Editor UI. Put over there. Maybe not the namespace. Where do I put these? I think I have a list of icons somewhere. Maybe I should name these. I think these are just general icons. The box collider, circle collider, entity. These look like the scene graph icons. Step. Oh no, I think these are the viewport icons. window text widget. These are scripting icons. And then the directory. Oh yeah, content browser. Browser icon. There we go. And I don't know what these are. Text widget? Window. Oh no, I know. These are the runtime UI icons. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna put these in the same graph. So S icon AI. And then what's wrong? Did I do something? I was about to say, seems fine. Go see where it's used or defined. I really should just define these inline, to be honest. Everything's a ref too. Jeez. S icon AI. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and initialize it. The grid is for viewports. Once again, this one is main icons. These are, what do I keep forgetting? Oh, runtime UI icons. And then these are scripting UI icons. And these are contents. Contents browser. Icon AI and scene editor, and then I think it's just called AI, if I am not mistaken. Okay, so we initialize it and we just need to make sure that we remove it. Again, I probably should just put this all into just one object and clear it out together. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so I just put that here. So S icon AI. There we go. All right, I think that's it. Should be, his lifetime should be handled now. So where was I? I did all this so I could just add an AI icon somewhere. Here it is. Hopefully it's visible. I don't know. Left click, so we provide the handle for the entity. Oh no, okay, we get the entity ID from like the active scene, the one that's selected, and then set selected entity. Sure, I guess. Oh no, it gets the handle and sets it to the selected entity. There we go. And then what is it? AI state. That's what we want to send. Okay, so then that should be good where that's at. Let me go back. Then we head down here, and then in the add component, let's go ahead and add AI state as well. This is definitely an engine component, but we're going to do AI states. Yep, we want empty because this one uses it, these don't. Why do I not provide a handle again? I was, whatever. A confirm action, we want to just do the same thing we did earlier, actually. So AI state. Let's just copy and paste this. On creates, put it right here, I guess. Okay, so but this time I want to add the component. AI states component for the entity. AI states provided data. Let's actually linter links hell up. I guess it just does it one at a time. Okay, I guess. I guess this file's getting way too big. Probably split it up. Okay. Yeah, no handle here. Still the same icon. Let's see. Yeah, still the same data being provided. And instead of new entry, we're doing current entry. That's the only difference. Everything else looks exactly the same. So then this means when... So what I just added essentially is when you're able to add components, right? So like in the scene graph, you can right click and then add a component to a particular entity. This is the logic behind it. And then the other one where I changed it, the first one, that one was the logic for when the scene graph initially opens up. So it loads in all the data like at once. So since both of those are there, now I should be able to add the components technically, but it won't actually display anything. Oh, let me see real quick. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it won't actually display anything yet. So let me go ahead and add the code to display things. Go back up here. Take a look. So here, initialize tag component, initialize whatever we want, and initialize AI component. Cool. So let's go ahead and make that. So I want to make sure I remember to call that. So let me do that right now. If I forget, initialize AI components. Okay, let's go back. And this will initialize a bunch of data. Let me see what is probably relevant at the moment. So it's going to look fairly similar to the on update component. So I'll just go ahead and join that. And this is going to be the AI state component. Let's go ahead and do this AI states header thing. We do need one for this is just the script for this one, but in our case, what we need is what do we need? Select current states. There we go. Yeah, so we can provide like a current state. Do I want to provide previous state visually? I don't know. Damn. You know what, just in case, I will provide it. Yeah, you never know. So yeah, I think that's the conclusion I made last time too, so go ahead and do it. And then previous and then global states. So these are all, how do I say? These are all custom widgets that I wrote on top of IMGUI. And they're basically just like little, like, you know, you select an option, confirm, and then you can add custom logic to your on confirm into your on exit and delete things and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much just what this is. AI state header. So I'm just declaring it as an object, and then we'll initialize it in that initialization function I just made. And then we'll use it in a draw call function in a moment. So let's finish up the initialization first and go from there. So let me copy this, head over to initialize, wherever I can find it. There it is. Yeah. Let's paste this for a second, and then I'm going to do a if 0 hash and if, so don't break everything all the time. And then let me go ahead and find initialize on updates. Just gonna go ahead and yoink this. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we're gonna switch out on updates with AI states. Let me switch the music too. I think it's a lot of talking. Let's see. Try this one. It's a bit quiet. Yeah, there we go. There we go. How many times did I use on update here? I think a few times. Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, here. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do on updates. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna do on updates and then AI space states. There we go. Let's see what else. What other things are going on? Select script. Oh, because it's called script in this case. No, I call it current state. So script. Actually, I think renaming this like this is going to be. Maybe we'll do script dot so that it doesn't break all these. There we go. And then we'll do current state dots. But why not? Select. Oh, I just have to call select current state. Okay, well, I guess I just have to fix this, whatever. So let's get rid of these. Yeah, and these don't work. That's fine. I think that's good. That's good, yeah. So go ahead and read through AI states, underline, yep, remove component, and then this is gonna be the logic. Essentially, I just need to change it to, oh yeah, AI state, yep. So actually, this is pretty much already good. And then, yeah, just remove component AI state, looks fine. AI state scripts, no. I say current state, there we go. And then it's like that, yep. Pop-up action. Okay, so here is going to be like fairly different. So instead of getting from the script, we're going to get how do you call it? How do you say it? AI states? I think registry. There we go. And then we're going to get AI states instead. You can still provide a handle. That's fine. You'll rename this to yeah, no, this isn't a script anymore. This is AI state. And that should be fine. And maybe these are gonna throw errors, but it'd be how it be. There we go. AI states. Ref. There we go. Why are you thinking so much? Visual Studio? I don't think that hard. Maybe it's because of the errors. Let's see. KG asserts and AI state, and then these are all they're, I guess Visual Studio is not sure. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna do it by hand then. AI state correct. And then do this. Why did I copy it? Here, and here. Actually, I could probably just erase this in a second, but I still want to see the logic and how I do it. But anyways, this is fine so far. I'm gonna fix it in a second. Actually, no, I'll fix it now. All right, so we get the AI state, right? And then we want to provide that as an option. Right, so we're going to do select current state dot add view options, and I believe the API for this is you provide the group that is going to show up in first, then the name, then the ID. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. The group should be is there a distinction between these different ones. Not really. I don't have any like labels or anything, so I'm just gonna say all states, and then that'll be the unclear section still. The name will be the AI state. Oh wait, actually, do I just want to provide the name, or do I want to provide the file location? Good question. That is a good question. These AI states are created and managed in the engine. It's not like you grab an AI state from a different engine and just plop it into my engine. That doesn't work. Unlike a texture, which you might. So in this case, it would just be defined inside of my content browser directly instead of having like any intermediates or anything. So if that's the case, then if we have asset.data.file location, it should just be the flat file location .string. We'll just provide that. And then the last thing is the UUID, which we can just provide the handle. And I think we're good. Why is it still mad at me? What would I do? Oh. Why did I do that? That's a good point. Linter, you got it? Okay, there you go. Okay. So I think that's it. I don't need any of the rest of this logic. This is just specific to scripts. So that's good. So the last thing is now I provide like the actual so this function provides the actual like options themselves. So like when the widget pops up with the options to select, this is how it fills it. And then on the confirm action, this is what it does when it actually is like, okay, you want to actually add this. What are we doing? So looks like this is all fine. We get entity, we make sure the component's not invalid. Sure, why not? Get the actual component, yeah, so we can modify it. Let me see. Yeah, we get the actual component, and now we want to actually add the what am I saying? Modify the entity's AI component and add the new handle. So yeah, if it's empty, we just do, and this is the current state. So we're gonna do current state handle is equal to empty, and then current state ref is equal to null pointer if we select the null option. And if we select any other option, which is valid or should be, then we're going to say current state handle is equal to the provided handle. And then the current state should be queried from the asset manager / asset service. And we're not getting a script, we're getting an AI component or AI state. Okay. And I think that's all the initialization code. So now the UI for modifying AI, or at least the start of it, is correct. Let's see. We want to now go ahead and handle previous and global state as well. And I might put global above previous. Maybe I should put global on top and then current and previous. That makes more sense. Yeah. Okay, so current. So let's go ahead and take current. And I think this should be as easy as just find and replace. So we go here, take current, swap it to global. And then I think we're Gucci. Well, maybe not that. Other than that though, global state, yep. Looks fine. File location, yep. Current states, global state, yep. Okay, yeah, looks fine. So now I'm gonna take this and copy it. Wait, no, hold on. What am I doing? Current state, All right, confuse myself for a second. There we go. So we want to put previous state below current state, like I said, and maybe it's more global. Then we're going to do current, but not current, previous. Okay. Previous. Yep. That should be fine. Okay. And then let me just put some comments real quick just to notify. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. Okay. AI up AI states header. All right. And let's head down to here, global state. So we're going to set up global states select options widget. There we go. Previous. So yeah, that should be good for all the initialization code. Let's head back. All right, so at this point we have initialization for the UI components done. We have the the UI widgets, they're all initialized, so those exist now. When we load in the scene graph, the scene graph will recognize an AI component and pull it in if it exists. When we try and add a component, that option is available, so we can right click add component, right, and then that should work. And when I initialized the widgets, I also added the option for removing a component, and that was pretty easy, just a copy and paste job. So the only last thing to do is just render the component, and then we should be good. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're just gonna add it maybe like right here, I guess. Draw AI states components. There we go. And then we're gonna make sure that when we draw all components, we draw this thing. So let's add this right here, I guess. Draw AI states components. And then we can call it individually here. So we'll do ACS based on the type, which we already defined. So we do AI states. Cool. And then this is going to be draw AI state. Now the function stub is being called. And last thing is to go ahead and fill the function stub, and we should be good. Oh, I also forgot one thing. I do need a text edit. For changing the name of the... Actually... Hold on. Does the component even need a name? Really? Like, I get the state having a name because it's an asset and it needs to be referenced like that. But does the component really need a name? I don't think so. So let's go find this component. Let's see. Let's go find this component. And you know what? It might throw some errors, but kind of don't care. And then let's go to the scene graph real quick. Scene manager, not the scene graph, like the scene serializer. Let's go down here, and then it should be throwing an error, I think. Yeah, here we go. And see, I wasn't even deserializing it, so like, what was even the point? Yeah, get rid of this. This is unnecessary. Why would you need a name? Because I have a name for the entity, so that's more than enough. So let me just make sure in the scene graph I didn't throw in any code. I don't think I did. Yeah, it looks like the linter is fine, so that looks fine then. So let's go to the draw, and then this should be the last thing, and then we should now, after this, be able to interact with the AI component. Ooh, okay, so just copy and paste this. We're resetting it every single time, aren't we? That's kind of bad. Yeah, I actually wonder if I really want to be doing this. Well, that'll be like an optimization thing I'll deal with later, I guess. It's fine. So anyways, we're almost done adding the AI state component, right? Really the last thing is just like providing this draw call function, and then we're good. So AI state components. Right, just on create, and then we're going to do AI state. Do that. Okay, so AI state header is fine. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we don't want this. We want AI state. And then we want to do component dot script. Oh, it's because this okay. Yeah, actually I gotta think about this for a second. So let me comment this out. And then let me just go ahead and make sure that this exists properly. So select. The first thing we want to do is select global state for sure. And the next thing is current state. And the last thing is the previous AI state. Right. Okay, so select global state. I'm gonna add a lot more code to this. Current, previous. So the only thing I have to do here now, which I don't really love that I do this, but I can't really think of another way of handling this currently. Or no, I can't. It's not that I can't think of it, but this is the easiest way to handle it. Basically, when I run this function, I want to go ahead and update the handle, right? To make sure that it's using like the currently reflected handle in the system, because that's pretty much how my entire scene graph works. Other UI does like a different thing, but this one it's just updated every frame because it's just the easiest thing for scene graph to deal with. So basically I need to set the current option for each of these. So select select global state dot current option is equal to, and then I believe if I take a look at this, let me see what an option entry actually is under the hood. Just a label and a handle. So we just do this. And then I need to add probably like a ternary operator to check if it's invalid or not. So I'm going to look at the current component, and then I'm going to see if its current handle is equal to is empty handle, right? If it is empty, if it is empty, wait. It's kind of messy now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, I'm still gonna use the ternary operator, but I don't want to store it as a separate boolean. I guess I will. It makes the logic easier to read. Current options valid is equal to, and then we'll do this. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste this. I guess I could just keep it the same value, but then it's gonna hold over a bit. It's gonna get written over each one, so as long as I don't mess with this too much, it should be fine. So current option is equal to, oh wait, oh yeah, no, I do have to keep doing it, because, and actually, this is current. I want global. What am I talking about? I'll just do option valid, make it more generic. There we go. There we go. And then now based on this boolean, I can add some logic. So first thing is, again, I believe it's a label and then a handle. Yeah. So I'm just going to put like a temp label for a second. And then I believe the handle should just be component.global state handle. So that's fine. This should just be fine. I'll just make sure Linter agrees with me. Okay, cool. It agrees with me. So now this last part, I believe when I initialize my, how do you say, options? Let me go to the initialization code for these. Wait, how am I doing that? No, take it back. Initialize AI component. When I scroll down here and I essentially open up the global state widget, it's gonna pull all of the AI states from my asset manager / asset service, right? And then the way it presents it is it does all states, and then it does the file location name, file location, and then the handle, right? And then the handle is fine, we already have that, but we want this, right? So we need to grab the asset and then use it. Let's go back, because that's how we're going to set this name right here. So let me think. I'm going to set it for a second. We need to get the asset. How do we get the asset? I think it is asset service, and then we're going to get asset AI states. I really should just add like a custom, like an API just for like getting assets in general. I think I will do that, but for now I have to get the registry and then just add the handle. I don't have the greatest API for that, but whatever. But almost done. Almost done with this. Almost done with this UI, I believe. I don't think I forgot things, but you never know with code. So this is going to be equal to, what is it called? Asset. It's going to be a reference, and it's going to be global asset. Call it that. All right, and finally, last thing. Okay, put this right here, and it'll be good. And it's not asset, global asset. And then we're good, I think. I don't see current state in here anywhere. Yeah, no, we're good. So I can literally just copy and paste this. I'm gonna put this right here. And put this right here. And then instead of global, I'm just gonna do currents. So I don't have to think about it. The only thing is if I do set currents. No, that's fine. And then, so that looks fine to me. Global to previous now. Okay. Ooh. Nice. I think we're good. I believe we're good. So now we're drawing the AI state component, which means we should be able to like provide AI states to entities. So let me just rethink in my head before I compile really quick. Okay, so we initialize the widgets. We can add them, we can remove them. Here we have the select options. We initialize it with the correct ones, and in the widget options, I have provided the correct way to add the options. The draw call commands are all connected. I have initialization command connected. Okay. Let me take a look at my thing real quick. Check on serialization, I'll check on that in a second, and then add editing, which I kind of just did anyways, so. All right, let me compile. Give me 2 minutes and be right back and get some more water. But yeah, I'm just waiting for it to compile, so BRB. Ooh, all right, I'm back. So let's see if I threw a wrench into my engine or I got it right. Let's see. So, okay. In theory, I should be able to go up to one of these players, right? Right click, add components. Okay, so yeah, I do not see an AI component. So that's fun. No add AI component, huh? Not add AI. So we're not adding the AI component, huh? Could have sworn to that. Let me see. Initialize scene hierarchy. Let's see. Add components. AI states. Oh. Well, yeah. That explains it. AI. It's not called that. It's called states. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. AI state. So we can add the component up and we throw an error because I guess we don't handle it. Invalid option provided selected to add as components. Interesting. It's checking the label. Because why am I using the name anyways? I should probably just use a handle too. I guess yeah, I guess this is why you don't copy and paste code. But well, I will iron it out. We'll see. Okay. Third time's a charm, right? Or is that what they say? I don't remember. Oh, I guess it's not. What's the label? What are you talking about? Wait, what? No, that should have worked. No, yeah, that should have worked. What is up with that? I don't know if maybe, because the label is size 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, yeah, there's no spaces or anything. Yeah, I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is maybe the binary is corrupted. Maybe it needs to clean and rebuild. And then I might just rebuild editor really quick. So I'll let it do a full recompile. So I'll be right back. All right. Really hoping not my fault. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, I guess it was my fault. Okay, what? Did I type AI state or something? That's weird. This is add to options engine AI state. Yeah. Yeah, these are the options. Yeah, I actually don't know what's going on here. Well, that's not good. I guess it's gonna be bug fixing time. Yeah, AI states. Yeah, it size is 8, index 0 through 7, right? Unless I did the comparison weird? No, it is a comparison. Yeah, so it should run, right? I don't. What? Oh wait, no, I just realized. What's going on. No, it was working. Yeah, that's why you don't copy and paste code. It's like it was working. It was. Well, I guess I would have found that out during debugging, anyways. But still. Okay, come on. Come on, let's do it. Oh my god. What now? What happened, call stack? Oh, right. I just assumed that it was valid and did that. Yeah, well, yeah. I deserve that, yeah. Do I even use the options bell? I don't even use it. What am I doing? Okay, so if option valid, I do this. Right. Else select global states dot current option is equal to, and then I forget what the null state is. I think it's either none. Yeah, I think it's none, and then assets empty handle, or I can just provide the handle. I guess I don't know. Whatever. And then we do the thing. Right. And again, we just do that, and we do like that. Kind of makes the code look a bit more big, which I don't love, but what are you gonna do? All right, global. And then, so global previous. Okay, that was, yeah, I don't know. Previous assets. Yeah, this is just the kind of boring bug fix part of the stream, but I'm almost done, and then hopefully once this is done, we'll have a good what is the word? We'll have this finished. It'll be great. No bugs, no nothing, just done. Hopefully. Okay, let's try that again. thing I don't like about UI, there's always like some edge case that I always forgot. Okay, it can't just work. But that's just how it is. Okay, again. Okay, what now? I don't get it. What was wrong? Oh, because my logic's off. So it's valid. We do this. If it's invalid, so it's valid. Yeah, I just messed up my Boolean logic. There we go. All right, and again, let's see. Did it actually work? It actually worked. Yep, test AI state. See if it actually attaches. Okay, looks like it's attaching. I'm gonna do it to the previous state as well. Okay, well, that didn't work. Interesting. Okay, well, let me just see if that saves. So this is the player 2, right? So let's go to the scenes, and then we're gonna go to main, and then we're gonna look for player 2. Ball. Player 2, AI state. Okay, yeah. Wait, what? So it is saving but it's not updating for some reason. That's weird. It's probably because I forgot to change something in the logic, so. Ooh. That's using the previous states. These are using current state handles for some reason, so yeah, no. That's probably the reason. So this is previous state handle. And this is current state handle as global state. And yeah, only previous state was having issues, so that's probably why. See how long I've been on here for. Almost 3 hours. Actually, not too bad. Okay, so if I go back to player 2, I should see an AI state. It's kind of slow. It looks so bad. But yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, so if I do test AI state, okay, save it. Okay, as long as all okay, and then let me see if all of them serialized properly. And then if they did, I'm going to try and delete the component, add it back, and then as long as that works, I should be good. That should be all the CRUD operations I need. Camera, no. Gotta love unordered maps. They're so unordered. Yeah, we're in player 2. Okay, here we go. Player 2, AI state component. Yep, just flatly right there. Nice. Okay, cool. So now that we have the AI states, they're all saved. I can remove this component. Okay, yeah. Looks like it reflects in the UI. Perfect. Exactly as intended. And I can go over here and add a component, add an AI states. Perfect. Cool. Nice. Yeah, nice. All right, well, that actually went by faster than I thought. Usually adding components is a little bit more of a hassle. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and push this, and then I think I'll go ahead and stop this stream, and I'll see if I feel like coming back. I'm gonna edit a little bit. Sometimes at night I get a bit, my brain gets a little messed up, so I'll see if I feel like doing a stream tonight. So yeah, we'll see. All right, let's see. Add AI icon to editor /h. Add AI component to scene editor panel /h. Scene graph. Nope. Anything else I modified? Is that noteworthy? I guess so. Removed name from component, AI state components, and engine components. I don't know if that's noteworthy, but whatever. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and add AI state component serialization /deserialization. Nope, gotta. Oh yeah, I gotta do that in a bit. That's good thing I'm heading off then. Serialization. Add AI state to scene manager.cpp. And then I'll just say add AI component UI to scene graph. Scene graph. To scene graph. There we go. Okay. I just compiled it, so it should be saved. Commit, and then I'll go ahead and push this in a moment. Ooh, okay, so. Yep. Let me go take a look at the progress board really quick. So yeah, we added the UI. So yeah, actually we're looking pretty good. I'm gonna split this code AI service into like a few different steps probably. But I think we're actually in like the final parts of this. Right, so we're actually gonna start writing the system soon, which will be great. The way I anticipate it, I think next time, really, and you know what, maybe I'll update this right now, just so, since I kind of know what I want to do. I'm going to get functions, I'm gonna say get AI service functions working. And then I'm going to connect AI service functions to scripting system, so that, you know, we can call them and actually use them. And I think that's like the main two things for this, right? Again, we already have the data. We can already move around the data in the AI system. So essentially in here, right, we're essentially done with all of this, as at least the setting up part of it. We can edit them in the UI. We can add them. We can add in these AI message types. We haven't loaded them actually in yet, but we'll do that in the when we work on the AI service. This is defined internally. We don't need to have an UI to manage it. We do have a UI for managing the AI state, and we're good. It's already an asset, fully done. We just finished AI component for the UI. We got rid of this name thing. So yeah, pretty much at this point, this is good. We just need to start filling in these function stubs. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. Let me see what else. Yeah, so let me go ahead and bring this cat up. I mean, me. Let's see. So yeah, I'll see if I'm gonna go back on a little bit later. So maybe I will. But I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and probably push it out today. So yeah. Later. See you guys.